Hello everyone, it's Susan and welcome to my channel. So today we are going to continue on with this. What I decided to work on today was this area right here. I'm going to sew down, let's see, I'm going to sew down, I'm just trying to figure things out here. This piece and this piece, and that's going to go on top of that, like that. And then, can I move this over? No. So, and then this will go here. So this piece right here is just slightly smaller than what I need it to be, ever so slightly. I don't have, well, I have a bigger piece, but I need it longer. It's close. All right, I'm not going to worry too much about it, because what I want to really focus on today, after we get these few pieces down, is the girl in the little tutu. So let's start here. Let me grab some thread and we'll just go ahead and start sewing. So I did decide that I wanted thread behind these beautiful pieces of lace. So let me just put at least one pin in here, and at least to hold it a little bit. I really do not do well with pins. I know I've said it before, but I just don't. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But anyway, so I'm just going to start sewing. I think I'll just go around this piece right here, and it will, by me doing that, it will automatically sew down all the pieces that I need sewn down, I think. So we're going to give this a try. So if you have not been following along with this particular project, I started working on this, I don't know, 2 Mondays ago maybe. And so it's part of my Mondays crafty chit chat and slow stitching videos. And I am using a whole bunch of beautiful pieces that were sent to me back in May for a giveaway. So I'm using all of those pieces to make a journal cover. So I'm just trying to piece everything together in a way where it makes sense for a journal cover. And I am going to be putting down some batting under this. Oh, now see that I have to sew that piece right there. Yep. I have to come back and sew that. Remind me, everybody. You think I'll remember? I don't know. It's possible. Oh my gosh, this is too much. Oh man. So, oops. And I was playing around. Oh, that is like crooked. I was playing around last week with a little doily, and it turned out looking like a little person, and yeah, like a little kind of ballerina-ish kind of person with a tutu, and yeah, so I'm just rolling with it because I thought it was super cute. Come on, go through. All right. So I think I can take the pin out and let's continue around. So what do I have going on? What do I have going on? I don't know. You know, my life is like super busy. Oops, I just went the wrong way. I went under instead of over, but that's all right. I'm leaving it. I tend to leave when I sew the wrong way. I tend to, for the most part, just kind of leave it and roll with it. I don't worry too much about stuff like that. Unless it were super, super noticeable, or if I was making something special for someone, then I wouldn't leave that like that. But this is fine. This is just for me at the moment anyway. It's just for me. And yeah, so what do I have going on these days? Oh, I was starting to say how busy I am being retired. Oops, look at how the, oopsie daisy. We're just going, we're not stopping. We're not stopping. The piece of fabric under this isn't quite in the right spot, but that's all right. Oh my gosh. What a hoot. What a hoot. So yes. So what I'm noticing is when you're retired, you get asked on occasion to help friends with things. Now, I have no problem helping friends with things, but I'm just saying that I'm noticing that people are asking for my assistance with things that normally they would not have. And like I said, I'm okay with that. It's just I'm trying to get used to it. And what I am doing is I'm trying to create, oh, look how crooked that is. I'm trying to create, we can fix that. I'm not going to worry about that. I can put a piece of fabric over it this way and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's all good. It's all good. So, you know, there's like boundaries, right? I have to create my own boundaries because otherwise, you know, I guess maybe not even boundaries. Maybe that's not even the right word. Maybe the right word is it's okay for me to say, no, sorry, I can't, right? It's okay for me to do that. And I'm good with that. I don't think I have a problem with that. Because otherwise, to be totally honest, I could just be, I don't know, taking people to hospitals, picking them up from hospitals, just constantly. It seems like, or even stuff around the house, you know, hey, are you going to be home? Can you be here when such and such comes? And that also is fine, except I can't do this stuff every single day. And I'm not, but I think I could be very easily. So I just need to be careful. So if you're retired, let me know how you handled such a thing. Or if you're not retired, how do you think you would handle it or I should handle it, right? You know, you want to help people as much as you possibly can, and that's fine. That's good. I'm all about that. But I can see that it could be a lot. So anyway, so there's that, which I'm noticing because obviously it's just like happening a lot at this point in time. And don't forget, you know, I have my parents. So I just came home from visiting them up in assisted living. And, you know, I'm up there fairly often. But anyways, you know, it's like I leave there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not coming back for 4 more months. You know, I'm just teasing them. Because I leave there with lists of things to do. And trust me, I'm blessed to still have them. I know that, and I know that, and I believe that. And so you know, I'm going to do something weird here. You see how that's not really overlapping? Just to kind of get it to kind of not flop around, I'm going to do a funky little stitch here. And just to kind of hold it together. I feel like I'm doing stitches right now. Like stitches, like when you're cut bad or something. I just want to get these together a little bit here. All right, and then we're going to work on that girl. So what do I have crafty chit-chat wise? Well, I guess if you don't know, on Wednesdays I put out a video for the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery project, and that I put out every Wednesday. And I'm actually like the journal that I've selected to do is a Christmas journal. You could do either Christmas or winter themed journal, and I selected Christmas, and I've decided to make it in a way where I kind of like that look, where, you know, I'm just going to sew this down too right here because that's annoying me, where I'm going to use it for my December daily. So, and if you don't know what a December daily is, that is a journal for the month of December where I add some journaling and pictures and receipts and, you know, just like document my December. And so I've decided to, what am I doing? Wait, let me take this out. I did that like all wrong. What am I doing? Do you guys know? Because obviously I don't know. So yeah, so, you know, it's interesting because so far I've been able to put like pockets and a tag and a tuck spot, and a wreath where I can put like a picture in the middle of it come December. And yeah, so I think, you know, I'm making it probably a little bit different than everybody else, but with having 2 prompts, really 3 prompts per month, you know, it's a lot with everything else that I do, but I love it. I mean, I'm totally enjoying it. But, you know, I just have to be careful what I take on, right? So, yeah, so I decided to make that Christmas journal, which is all stitching, my December daily. And so anyway, so yeah, so you can check out my Wednesday videos if you would like to see those. All right, so this is how this girl is going to go on here. So it all started with this doily, and then I had this beautiful, beautiful trim, and I cut a piece, and I just happened to place it under here, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks like a body with a little like tutu or something. And then I pulled this from another pretty piece of trim from the giveaway in May, And, well, I'm like, well, that makes a really cool looking head. So I just want, like, one of my goals is just to make sure I can still read this piece of fabric. And I can. Yeah, and then I'm going to put little legs on her as well. So let's see, what color? The red. I will go with this, which is like a, wait, let me grab it, which is like a cream color, which will work, and it happens to be threaded, so I'm all about that. So I think the first thing I'm going to put down is this head, because that will drive where the rest of the stuff goes. And again, you know, it's where I want to be able to read that word silk. Now there is a little piece of like a veil type of fabric on there. I'm gonna just cut that off. That's what holds these rosettes together, are those. Okay, so we got that. So let me do a few stitches here. I'll do a few. I don't know. I don't need a lot of stitches to hold this on. Just enough to where it's not going to pop off. And when I put the batting on, I'm considering doing maybe the cantha stitch through the whole, over the top of the whole thing. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see. All right. So there's the head. Now you can decide whether that is the face or the back of the head, whatever you want it to be. It can be. All right. So now we're gonna sew that on. And then this is the body. Okay. I think what I'll do is just do some stitches. Oh, you know what would be cool? But I don't think I have the right needle or anything here, is to put, if I had some beads, but beads you need a really fine needle for the most part, because it doesn't go, see, it gets stuck because the eye of the needle is just too big. I don't know. I'll think about putting maybe something in the middle of her, maybe. I don't think I have, well, I mean, I see beads, but I know I'm not going to get this needle through them. So I'm just going to forego that idea at the moment, and let's get this sewn down. So when I am done with sewing all these pieces together, which is like a big, it's like a big collage, really. Just, you know, piecing all the pieces together in a way where they overlap, and you know, where you don't have all the same pieces in the same spot and all that stuff. So, and I love doing collages. So this is right up my alley. And I haven't really, what have I bought recently? Gosh, oh, I did order something. I was on Susan Taylor Brown's YouTube live. She goes live every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern, and I do my best to be there all the time. And this past week, last week, she was sharing about an Etsy shop, and I can't remember the name of it, but where she buys wool. And so I'm like, well, I'm going to go check it out. just to look. I was just going to look. And what I found, which I never really expected to find there, was some fibers. And there was only one left, and it was a pack of multiple color fibers. And it was $20. And I'm like, I thought that was a good price for that. And so I bought it. But I don't have it yet. So I'm not sure when it's arriving, probably in a few days. So I'll probably share that next Monday with all of you. It's actually a type of fiber that I don't have. I don't have anything like it. So that was why I was like, well, it's something that I don't have. So I rationalized like any good online shopper does. And I convinced myself that it is a-okay that I spend that $20 on that because I don't have anything else like it. So that was my rationale behind that purchase. But like I said, I don't have that yet. I think that's probably it. What I've really been focusing more on, although I'm trying not to even spend money for this, but do any of you use a food dehydrator? Gosh, there's like about a bajillion different brands and sizes and watts and, just like all this stuff. And, the price range is pretty large. And I've already, decided on, about 5 different ones. And then I go back and I look and I'm like, what am I, crazy? It's like, why would I spend this money on something that, I'm not even sure how often I would use. Like if I could say to myself, oh yes, I'm going to dehydrate all these things. And it's not even like you have to grow your own produce to dehydrate. You can purchase whatever from the grocery store and dehydrate so that you have, dehydrated pieces of orange. Or you can dehydrate, and then you can use like a coffee grinder and ground it down to like a salt, that consistency. And, so there's just like this whole other world of people that dehydrate. And so I'm trying not to get sucked into something that I don't know necessarily if it's for me. And then it's like, well, where do you store this thing, right? I have only so much room. And so I keep talking myself out of it. I mean, many times I've logged back in and I look and I'm like, oh, is that the one I really want? And then it's like, and then I talk myself out of it. I leave it in my cart. But then I'm like, I don't purchase it. So I have that going on. It's like a battle of, well, should I dehydrate or shouldn't I dehydrate? It's a battle. And so I'm dealing with that. And then the other thing that I'm doing, and I'm really liking this, and I can't believe, because I'm not like a cook or anything like that, but oops, I almost forgot the little skirt. Let me get that on. I am learning how to bake from scratch. So I have done amazing biscuits. Now, I've only done them once, and they were really, really good from scratch using whole milk and buttermilk, and just from scratch. And I liked it. I liked doing it. And then I'm like, well, I felt like having some sort of a cake. And well, I'm like, well, I don't have cake mix. So I'm like, well, let me look on YouTube and see how hard it could possibly be to make a cake from scratch. Well, guess what? It's not hard. And let me get this pin out of here. And so I found multiple recipes, and the one that I've made so far, it was for a chocolate cake. And what I made like a separate playlist for myself to save all of these recipes, so I don't have to search for them again. But I did find one for a vanilla cake. So I'll be doing that as well. But it's not as hard. Like sometimes it can be hard, but then I don't use that recipe. Like, so there's different, like there's some recipes that are harder than other recipes. I don't want a hard recipe. So I'll bypass the ones that are something I'm not interested in doing, and I'll find the ones that are easier. And you know what else I'm doing? I like a cucumber salad that has mayonnaise in it, right? Like I've had some really good, really, really good cucumber salad that's made with mayonnaise. And I mean, I have no clue how to do that. Not a clue. And so I looked through YouTube and I found somebody that made it in a way. I mean, of course, there's like a million different ways to make this stuff, right? So I found one that I thought I could do and do it easily, because if it's too hard, wait, let me just make sure I have that. If it's too hard, I'm not going to do it. So I want these things to be easy to make. So when I have cucumbers, right, whether I grow them myself or if I purchase them, and I feel like making a cucumber salad, I can take a cucumber, right, because it's really just me that's going to eat it, and I can make it, and it's easy to make. And it has, of course, mayonnaise, and it also has sour cream in it, and spices and stuff, and it's all stuff that I had. So I'm like, well, I can definitely do that. So I really enjoyed that, and I ate it up in like, I don't know, 2 or 3 days. And now it's like, if I'm invited somewhere, like to a picnic or whatever, I could make that. I could definitely make that. And that's cute. And let's see, let me get this in here. I decided to use this dark yellow embroidery thread because I thought, I don't know, I thought it looked cute. So, but to do that, I'm like, well, I need something to slice the cucumbers easily. And because I didn't have anything like that, like I don't have, what is that called? Well, I don't have a blender. I don't have what is it? You guys know. What's the word I'm trying to think of? The thing that chops up stuff, but it's like fairly big. I'll remember. But anyways, so I didn't have anything like that. So and again, I didn't want to spend a lot of money. So I got a handheld one that, you know, you can push the cucumber or the cheese or whatever it is with this like plastic piece, and it goes down and it hits the blade and you're turning it and it spits out different shapes. And so I got that for, I don't know, like 20 bucks or something. And oh my gosh, and it works so good and it's easy to clean. And so I'm like super, super, super happy with that. And yeah, so that's my new thing. And I'm still, you know, growing my veggies and all that. I've got about a dozen, easily a dozen bell peppers that are almost done growing. My Tiny Tim tomato plant is finally starting to get some height to it. My carrots they're growing. My lettuce is growing. So, but anyways, but like, and these are the things that I'm like, well, would I want to dehydrate those at any point in time? And the answer is I really don't know, is what the answer is. So, but anyways, so that's my food story. Okay, so to finish up for today's video, that's my girl. That's my girl. Isn't she cute? So I could sew something in the middle there. I could. Look, I have this little pink bow. It's a wooden button. Oh my gosh. I can put that on her head. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm so doing this. Oh my gosh. Okay. What thread? Let's see. Let me grab some pink. Oh my gosh. Now that is not fabric. I do try to keep things mainly fabric when I'm sewing, but I'm sorry. That is so stinking cute that I cannot not do that. So let's get this threaded and then we will be done for today's video. My favorite video of the week is Mondays. Yep. That's because I just get to chit chat with all of you. Which is funny because, now you guys, what would I tell you if I told you I was an introvert? Are you laughing? Don't laugh. It's not nice. But I am truly an introvert. I'm one of those people that I hope this needle, I didn't even think of that. I don't know if this needle's going to go through. Let's see. I'm one of those people that if I have a choice, oh, it did. Okay, good. Of going to a party or staying home, my preference would be to stay home. So that's the kind of, that's just how I am. I know that I'm an introvert. Like even at work, we had this company come in and they actually did like a test for all of the people in HR, which is what I was in, to see, you know, because it's good to know who's an introvert and who isn't an introvert when you're working with somebody. It does help. And oops, I keep getting stuck on something. And yeah, I'm definitely an introvert for sure. And I knew I was before that, but yep. So anyway, yeah, I definitely prefer to just, well, these days, I even prefer to just sit and read. I'm still reading books like crazy, and I've really never in my life been like that. So, yeah, all these things. I never gardened, never really read. I didn't cook or bake, certainly not from scratch. So I am the new and improved Susan. Oh my gosh. Oh, and just to tell you, oh, isn't she adorable? Oh my gosh, really? Oh my gosh. I could even put like two little eyeballs with little beads. I don't know. I'm going to leave her just like that for today. I'm done for today. Um, and I went for a doctor's visit, I don't know, last week. And, of course, they take your blood pressure. Well, let me tell you, my blood pressure went down a lot. And I told her, I said, well, that's because I haven't been working for 2 months. 2 months, 3 months, May, June, July, almost 3 months. And it's amazing to me how not being in that stressful environment every day, it's literally changed my life. I mean, I'm like a whole new person. So, yep, that's me. But anyway, so that's it for today. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll be back next week. And we'll continue on with this journal cover. All right. Thanks so much for being here, and have a wonderfully blessed week. Alrighty, bye-bye.